Ali Haider Hassan, vice for the position of vice chair for senior college.
Thank you. Hi, fellow members of the plenary. My name is Ali Haider Hassan, and I'm running to become the vice chair of senior college affairs. I'm currently the vice chair of evening and part-time affairs, and I also serve as the treasurer of Queens College Student Association, an academic senator and a USS delegate on my campus for 2 years in a row. I work constantly with administration, whether at QC or through CUNY, working with important boards and with college associations. I've learned a lot through my experience in student government, and the most importantly, what it means to be a student leader. This year was a year like none before. Nobody expected that we would go into this year coming into a pandemic and then everything will go distance learning. This year, the steering committee, with the help of our plenary, we had to overcome one of the most difficult tasks than any year before. This pandemic created new obstacles for our students, and they needed us no more now than ever. We fought to the best of our ability as a team against every obstacle that came against us, to eliminate the international student restrictions that were placed by the administration and make sure that CUNY ASAP was here to stay and was fully funded, and we succeeded. We lobbied elected council members, and we even joined federal lawsuits filed by Harvard and MIT as Amikai, a friend of the plaintiff, and Nicole led the fight to protect the international students. Faye worked tirelessly to create emergency grants. Casey worked very hard to ensure students were being properly accommodated during the transitions of distance learning. CEDAS was able to lobby elected officials to start programs to provide free menstrual products on our campuses. As this year passed, this steering taught me what it was to be a student leader. And it was an honor to serve alongside them, such amazing people in our plenary. One of the most important things that I've learned this year as a steering member is that it is our duty to do everything we can to help fellow students and be the instrument that voices their concerns, whether it be throughout our local campuses or community-wide. We need to be the representative for those students that feel that they're not being heard. And I had the honor and the pleasure to serve and advocate for our evening and part-time students. And I can't stress enough how undermined these groups of students are. Senior colleges, which I call home as I attend the second largest senior college in CUNY, are drastically underfunded and their programs are taking a huge hit. Mental health services are so important to our students, yet many senior colleges, just like Queens College, lack proper accommodations for the mental health programs, and they lack the ability to help students at a much better capacity than they should. We need more mental health counselors on our campuses to help thousands of students at our colleges. Students have now lost their jobs, face eviction notices, greater food insecurity, and it's vital that we continue to lobby our elected officials for more state funding and create more programs that can support these students. I have testified in front of the city council and state legislature on different occasions to fully fund CUNY and fully fund our programs on campuses that help our students excel and to get the highest quality of education, and I won't stop until we achieve a fully funded CUNY. Majority of our campuses need a food pantry and proper resources to help, all our campuses need a food pantry and proper resources to help our students who are food insecure. As I mentioned before, we need more counselors to help fill the huge gap of counselors to students. I also plan, so some of the students in some schools, counselors and students have to wait weeks just to see a counselor, sometimes even a month. And that's not how it's supposed to be. I also plan to work with SGAs and create some kind of funding to create a diversity and inclusion committee in our senior colleges, because we need to help educate our students and faculty, and we need more representation from minority groups in our college leadership, whether it be from our SGA or in our administrations. These protests over the unjust killings of our Black brothers and sisters amplify the deep-rooted corruption that has been there in our society for years that has been ignored and put to the side. It is our job to fight this fight alongside our Black students and communities, because advocating for students isn't just about lobbying to free tuition, but it's also to stand up and speak against injustice when our students are being targeted, especially by systematic racism. We joined many other student organizations. We joined many student organizations in openly condemning the unjust murder of George Floyd and the targeted killings of Black men and women by police all over this nation. But that was just one step. We need to do more than that, and we need to educate and stand together and create committees in USS and campuses to make sure CUNY students are doing everything they can to fight for their fellow students and be more inclusive. As a steering member, I'm proud to say that I was one of the people to help save CUNY ASAP, and if you don't know what CUNY ASAP is more of a community college. I don't know if you go to senior college, but they have programs just like SEEK, and that's similar to what CUNY ASAP is, of funding to help low-income students afford college. And that's as a senior college vice chair, that's crucial that not only do we get more funding and programs and lobby student or elected officials for these programs such as Seek, so it can help students come and attend college who are low income students. And it's a lot of times what it is that if you look at CUNY,
Thank you, Ali.